I want to talk about this Hustler interview. He was talking about Lil Blood was asking him why they only recorded one album with the mob figures with
Yeah.
Jack what was the mob figures? It was Jack, Hustler, AP9,
Yeah.
and Fat X. Fuck, I'm sorry if it's not him. And Huss was saying that he was saying that because when they recorded, and that one album they have is fucking great, but he's saying when they recorded it that they had like rules, like standards basically, like when they recorded it, and they said no emailing verses. He's like, we gotta all like meet up.
Yeah.
And the thing that was the most interesting to me, which I fuck with that so much.
Yeah.
And the thing that was the most interesting to me, he was saying only one take. He's saying like me, not like first try, just like we're only doing one.
You're not splitting the verse into parts.
That shit was crazy to me when he said that. We only doing one take. So I was like, God damn. Because that's, if you think about it now, everybody punches in. Everybody punches in, even for their album shit. Like they're like, if anything, they do the lazy shit. And not to say that what Huss was saying was a lazy shit, but I'm saying like to other people when they thinking they're like, I'm gonna be lazy and not punch in and just do this freestyle type shit.
Like,
and then when they serious, they be like punching in and shit and taking time and making sure every punch in sounds right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder how much attempts they was getting though to make sure that one take sounded right, because the fucking shit sounded perfect on the album.
Yeah.
So like
as somebody who used to, because I feel like it's crazy with you, Steve, because I feel like you still on that shit. Like it kind of, you'll still do like every now and then, but you'll still like go like way longer than I can even think about going on a track, like without having to like do a second one. But like when I was young, when I was young, that was like, it was every verse, right? It's like, I'm not doing parts. I got to be able to get this shit from like start to finish, like essentially type shit.
You think that was an old school thing?
It would be an
old school generation rapper if you think about it, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, we don't got
to get into the details. The thing? Was there a lot of people punching in back then?
I would say this. I was just by comp, I guess, is like I was punching in a lot less than my cousin was. I don't know if that was a product of like him just having he had a much better like feel for his sound and what he wanted his shit to sound like, and like making sure it came off. I didn't have control over my delivery like that or any of that shit like back then. I said he punched in a lot more than I did, and I feel like I kind of like the shit you was like, the crazy to hear you saying what he was saying in the interview, because like I was kind of on that shit. Was like I didn't like when I could hear niggas was coming in like kind of rapping back and forth to themselves like kind of shit back then type thing. But like to your point, like it was never like I was feeling myself if I had like 2 or 3 takes in me to get it done. Like you know what I mean? Like it was usually at least 5 plus, damn near 10 plus certain days. Like if you
like if you can't shit right. If you don't got enough breath for a verse, you don't got enough breath for a verse. Like it ain't nothing. There used to be a day
that wasn't true. Like that's definitely true for me now, bro. But there was fucking time, bro, where it was like, nah, I can get this shit. Like saying being young is crazy, bro.
I think it's because we got a shit. Yeah, like I think that's it's like, bro. I used to try to one take everything when I first started rapping, and like, bro, like I could hear when I was running out of breath, but like I was still able to keep going. Like now, bro, like I noticed like it's only certain flows I could do a whole one take in. Like it's like, but like most of the flows that like I do now, like it's like it's impossible for me to even one take this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that's also like I think that's one of the ways Lil Wayne's Future, and like it's been happening, like not to give Future all the credit, but I feel like him on the biggest stage has kind of changed the game. But if you were paying attention, you could see it coming more just as, because again, a lot of niggas, again, rapping was as simple as come in, write your 16, rap your 16, and you kind of done, like, you know what I mean, type shit. But I feel like Future did like I don't think niggas even write their verses for it to be spit from beginning to end like anymore, right? Because like you making music like Future, even if you writing, it's like you kind of making music for punch-ins almost. It'd be sometimes. Yeah, 100%. So
fucking y'all believe Lil Wayne though? He says he never writes anything. Like I don't, bro. I believe. No offense to Future. I believe Future. It makes sense with Future, but like, come on, the way Lil Wayne rap, you never write nothing.
Only reason I don't know why this stuck in my brain. There's an old, you all know the old BET ciphers. Like I was just saying, like they did the whole Real Husbands one, but like that was going on for a long time. I remember one year they were like kind of interviewing niggas in between, just kind of like as they were recording, like as they were getting ready to do it, and like nigga was describing it was like, oh, nigga didn't know what I was doing because I was just sitting in the corner by myself, kind of just going through it, and it's like, oh, he's just writing the verse in his head, like literally on location, writing the verse in his head before he gets on mic to spit it, you know what I mean? And Wayne does strike me as the type of nigga that it's probably just kind of, he ain't writing that shit, but he's been thinking of his verse and developing his verse in his head.
How do you do that?
It's a lot of
you'd be surprised how niggas' brains work, bro. Like I can't do that shit. Like I got to put that shit on paper. But like I think especially a lot of the nights, like I feel like Jay-Z's even talked about that part of his process too. But like there's a lot of these niggas who are like, yeah, they just never put this shit on paper. They were always just writing their verses in their head, like kind of.
Yeah, like a 4.0 GPA too, right?
What's up?
Wayne had like a 4.0.
Oh yeah, I can see that shit. Yeah, nigga genius. So
it's multiple stories of him just being in the studio or him doing a feature for somebody coming in the studio, and they said like they're just playing the beat, bro. He just smoking, sipping, whatever he's doing, and then like bro, like hour or two go by and be like, I'm ready. So like that's where I also feel like this nigga's just writing a verse in his head. Like that means I don't know. That just means he's like a genius, bro. Because I like, bro, how do you smoke, sip, serve your whole life, bro? And how are you still able to even do that and remember that type of shit, bro? I'll be forgetting lines so quick. Like if I try to do that, like
I wonder,
even if I'm dialing, bro, I have to like if I say something good, bro, I gotta write it down, like or like forget that shit.
I wonder if he does. 'Cause this is like, especially like back when I used to try to not do as many takes or like didn't want to punch in as much. Like early on when we started recording like type shit, it was like I would like spend a lot of time just rapping my verse to myself. Like after I wrote it, trying to get that shit down. But I wonder if that's kind of part of his process. Like if you're consistently just like you're writing the song, but you're rapping every bit of the song until you write the next line, like essentially kind of type shit. So like you're just rapping it in your head over and over. And you know what I mean? It's like it's not like you just thought of a line and that line is stuck in your brain. Like now, just because you said it's like, oh, I came up with 4 bars, and I'm gonna keep rapping those 4 bars when I write the next 4 bars and the next 4 bars. So you know what I mean? It's like almost like it builds in a way where it sticks in your brain. And, like I don't think I could do it, but I guess just I can see how the process works. Where if you're consistently writing it, you never have to put it on paper because you're consistently saying it in your head.
And you don't have to put it on paper because you live in the studio. I think it has to do that. Like I don't live in the studio, so like now I'm thinking about Wayne. He literally probably his whole career has been taking that shit song by song. Like me, I'm working on like 4 different songs right now. You feel me? And then I'm gonna finish them and then take them to the studio. And then but Wayne just like does his song by song type shit. I want to be like that shit. That's what I'm trying to get to. But you can just fucking song by song. You ain't even fucking got to think about different songs. That's crazy. Wayne is my GOAT, right behind Kendrick, and not even behind Kendrick. To me, they just both the GOATs because they best of both worlds type shit. Like I don't know, I even think Wayne still got it right now. Like when he dropped Funeral, that's like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago. That might be like 4 years ago now.
That's a minute ago. Cause before that, he dropped the dedication. I fuck with both of them dedications he dropped before that.
Right? Yeah, I'm saying
like people gonna say I'm crazy, but I didn't really listen to Wayne when I was younger, bruh. So like I heard all his old shit later, and I fuck with it. But bro, like people probably look at me crazy for saying like, bro, I feel like my favorite Wayne projects are those 2 dedications, bro. This nigga was going crazy on that, bro.
Sorry for the wait.
Big Bad Wolf, my favorite Wayne song. And like I probably listen to more Wayne than Jordan did, and N.B.H did coming up, but still, Big Bad Wolf is because that's dedication 6, right?
Yeah. I think that might be on the reloaded one. That shit, he did 2 of them also, bro. Like both of them was nice.
Too hard, man. And his old shit is just too hard too. Like, he was just ahead of the game. That's just crazy. Wayne.
What do y'all feel like? What do y'all think Kendrick's process of writing is like? Because I think that's cool. Like how you describe the Wayne shit is really cool, but also like I think you can never do it that way, and you don't have to make music this way, but you can never do it that way and have like and make a Good Kid, Mad City that way, or make like for me like Lupe Fiasco. You couldn't make like The Cool that way, right? You know what I mean? Just going song to song, you need a little more like continuity with the album you're crafting. But I don't know. You feel like the writing process, because I feel like Kendrick probably could do the shit we're talking about with Wayne, but I feel like he maybe write shit down more. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
And that's why it's the best of both worlds. Because Kendrick probably does. You just want to say something, Jordan?
No, I think Kendrick lives in the studio too, but like when he's on just the concept shit, like that's where I feel like he definitely has to like write. You're definitely writing more. Maybe you have freestyles and you're taking shit from like just freestyles and fucking around, and then that might spark a whole song type shit. But I definitely think like the thing they have in common is I know they both living in the studio too. Like these niggas have to,
and that's kind of like, it low key might be the because it's funny like you say dedicates like the mixtape for a lot of people. The mixtape shit for Wayne hits a lot harder than the album stuff. That's not to say the album shit don't be hitting, but like I think a lot of people the mixtapes what made Wayne when he does shit like dedication. But kind of even with Kendrick, I feel like for me, it might be why Untitled is low key my favorite, because it is like similar to the Wayne shit. It's the display that you're always in the studio, but kind of showing us, kind of taking us under the hood and like what the process actually looks like when you're putting it together. kind of in that space, like two different niggas who have it two different ways. But it makes sense that for Wayne, it would sound like what his mixtape should be sounding like, and for Kendrick, it would sound like kind of what something like Untitled sounds like when you kind of strip down the studio albumness of it. I guess I don't know.